What's up guys, it's Drac, and this is a zombie strike blaster that you haven't seen before because I knew that they existed but didn't see them anywhere. This is a zombie strike revenge blaster, so it's part of a storyline where like the zombies come back to fight the crew that fights the zombies, and they're using super soaker technology. So we thought the fight against the zombies was over until they started fighting back. Oh no! So what this is it's a super soaker, obviously. It's part of the Nerf tie-in with super soakers, and frankly, the aesthetics of this are just so on point. So this is the Contaminator, which is the smaller of the two. I found both of these up in Canada. They were reasonably priced. I never saw them do like a release in the States, so it's hard for me to say what was going on there necessarily, but coming with a 24 fluid ounce capacity and ranges of 38 feet. This is pretty exciting. We're gonna go ahead and open this guy up with the Montucky toothpick from Zombie Tools. There we are, we have relinquished it. Now there's nothing else in the package, so those are the only stats that we have for it, but I want to take a look at it really quick. Really cool aesthetic, rounded kind of magazine, although it is permanent. We have a hazard logo here for radioactive on this, which means that they are using bio, what have you. Reminds me a little bit of the Oozinator in that this is like a contaminated, like, sort of substance, although this just shoots water. This handle is surprisingly comfortable despite the weird angle here, but alas, no trigger, which means that this will be a pump to shoot. Stock is not even remotely comfortable. Maybe if you were very, very small, this could be cool, but it has that real issue that these have where you'll notice that shouldering it kind of slips up like so, and that's just non-ergo. There's a slight lip here, but it's not very, very good. Now the aesthetic couldn't be nicer. It looks contaminated, it looks corroded, like it's rusting out on us. Deco is actually pretty good. We've got this like bio ooze nonsense going on the front on both sides. The deco on this side is great. Putting stickers on super soakers is dumb. Nerf should know that by now because they get wet and then the stickers come off. However, it's nice that there's something on this side to complement the warning labels on this side. However, with the contaminated kind of look, these almost blend into it, so it's not that bad at all. The fact that the O on Contaminator is that same hazard symbol is cool. Now, normally I measure out the fluid capacity, but I think that we can trust them this time. I'm gonna go ahead, load this guy up. We're getting really close to this being like the last super soaker videos I can make for the year, just because it's finally starting to get cold in Georgia. There we have it, a full Contaminator. Not like a traditional super soaker quick fill or anything like that, but this is a relatively intuitive locking mechanism there. Now, one really cool thing about the blaster boards is they work just fine with super soakers as well. Getting them wet does not matter. However, Zombie Tools, while they're fine for zombie blood, do not like getting wet. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that there. Let's fill, and it seems that we have primed it. So firing, I think it was claiming ranges of like 36 feet, which means that we should definitely be able to hit from back here. And you can see that we're having a minor impact on the blaster board from those ranges. The closer we get, the more damage we do. Kind of small for me. You can see that my trigger discipline is on point, guys. There is no trigger and I'm still outside of the well, but this is neat. I mean, as far as super soakers have been recently, this is a relatively fairly priced, really cool zombie strike tie-in for the line. It looks good, and it's relatively like decent pump action. It does not weigh a whole lot, which I know can be very important to some people, but it's just a pump action super soaker, guys. You could get the same thing out of a pool noodle. The big difference here is whether or not you are willing to buy into the Zombie Strike Revenge gimmick. Now, I really like the Zombie Strike line. I love the aesthetic of it, and the idea of the zombies fighting back with blasters adds a whole new level of play. Like, I will probably do some sort of war where the Zombie Strike Revenge blasters fight dudes with Zombie Strike blasters. Like, that just sounds really, really cool. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this brief review. I'm amazed that these were not super duper popular in the States this summer or last summer, whenever they actually officially released, but I remember them being teased and then we just never heard anything about them. They remind me very much of when we did the silly string blasters with the Zombie Strike line, where people just weren't that into it. Crazy. But they look great. They perform really reasonably well. I will be doing another review probably tomorrow or the next day on the flagship from this line, but I think that there were only 2. So as always, guys, much love. Nerf on. Drac out.